And good morning world, it is 8 o'clock in the morning. It is the 21st of January 2016. It is not a void moon and Mercury is not going retrograde. It's a good day. It's a good day to get things done, for information gathering, for initiating things and making things happen. So, a number of you have asked me to comment on the elemental balance. So here's a video on basic astrology, elemental balances, the elements: fire, earth, air, water. There are 12 signs in the horoscope, in the zodiac. 3 of them are fire, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. 3 of them are earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. 3 air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And 3 water, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, of course. And when you look at a person's horoscope, one of the things you do is you look at how many planets are in each element. If you find that there is an element missing, then that person is not going to show any qualities of that element. For example, I have very little planets in earth signs. I am not that grounded, believe it or not. I'm not that down to earth or practical. I don't have that much aspiration towards materialism. I'm not that commonsensical. I have a basic minimum of this, and the outside world sees me as this, but that's not the way it really is. I have a lot of planets in air signs, which is why I communicate a lot, and I also have a lot of planets in water signs, which is why I feel so much. If you have a lot of planets in water signs, the capacity for empathy, intuition, sensitivity, compassion is strong, but also being flooded, oversensitive, overreceptive, becoming a walking psychic sponge, becoming useless to yourself and useless to others is also strong. If you have an abundance of earth planets in your chart, then you're going to find that materials do matter. Often these people can be quite materialistic, in worst cases even possessive. There's certainly the capacity for a down-to-earth, solid, grounded capacity, but sometimes to an overextent where they concentrate too much on the materials and they miss the emotional, the intellectual or the inspirational because they're too concentrated on making money, eating food, or getting the practicalities of life sorted out. If there's a lot of air energy in the horoscope, a lot of planets in Aquarius, Gemini and Libra, then the intellect, the mind, the communication, the thoughts, the socializing, the networking, the travelling and the community aspect of one's life is always going to be amplified and exaggerated, although if taken to extremes this person can be seen as quite vacuous, quite empty and just an airhead, as in lots of words but not a lot of substance and not a lot of action. And then there's fire. If there's a lot of fire in the horoscope, the individual is going to be very dynamic, projective, assertive. They're going to lead from the front. They're going to be searching for knowledge. They're going to be quite out there, quite prominent and in the public eye. But it can get very arrogant, egotistic, cocky, overconfident, overfull of themselves, and people will see them as someone who doesn't have a great deal of solidity or substance underneath them. You can take this elemental balance further and looking at the houses of the zodiac. Houses 1, 5 and 9 relate to the fire signs, fire houses. 2, 6 and 10 are the earth houses. 3, 7 and 11 are the air houses. And 4, 8 and 12 are the water houses. The difference is, of course, and this is my dictum for the whole of astrology, planets are energies. The signs of the zodiac show how planets affect the individual, how they manifest their energy through and in the individual. The houses of the zodiac show the way that planets manifest their energy through the individual in the eyes of the outside world. Aspects are a different game whatsoever, and aspects are the most important thing of all apart from the planets, and they determine how planets help and hinder each other at the day-by-day level. But more on aspects another time. Today is just about the elements: fire, earth, air and water. I hope that clears up things for a few people. It's a good day today. make things happen. Catch you later. Bye.